Happy Sunday. I brought over the funnies to share with you.
Thanks. I've been reading there's going to be an amateur contest in town. I guess that's why Susie's been singing all night. Oh, I'd like to live in a town without neighbors.
Yeah, I know just what you mean.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The makers of the new Rinso are proud to present The Mayor of the Town, starring Lionel Barrymore with Charlie Ruggles, Jane Withers, and Lionel Stander. What do you say when company offers to help you with the dishes? Well, I'll bet it's, oh, never mind, sit right there, I'll be through in a jiffy. Sure you do. And by golly, it's gospel, too, if you use the new Soapy Rich Rinso. And say, your company hears nary a sneeze out of you either. Not when you use Rinso. Maybe they even hear you hum a tune because you're so pleased at how much farther new Rinso goes. And when you rejoin the folks in the parlor, your hands aren't all red and rough either. Yes, that's how it goes when you have new Rinso to help. I sure hope you have. And now to The Mayor of the Town, starring Lionel Barrymore with Jane Withers, Charlie Ruggles, and Lionel Stander.
Listen, Marilli, what I want to know is, are you interested in me seriously, or are you just stringing me along?
Get out of the way, Clarence Jones. Get out of the way. The mayor will be yelling for his mush any minute.
Listen, Pigeon, do you want to be a bride or don't you?
I am certainly not going to marry any man that I've only been out with one time.
Really? Where's my mush?
You see? Coming, Mayor. Here, you carry his toast. If you're going to stand around the kitchen, you might as well make yourself useful.
Okay.
Clarence, you still here? Marilli, for heaven's sake, can't you shut up that female monster next door? The Sabbath is for peace and quiet thoughts, not what I'm thinking.
Oh, you're pouring your coffee over your mush.
Oh, splots.
I think it's real cute the way Susie Robertson sings. She's going to be in that amateur contest down at the Majestic Theater next week. She's going to sing after the ball is over. There. What did I tell you?
I never realized it before, but I hate that piece.
So do I. You know, my Brussels sprouts die as fast as they come up. I got a theory that voice is what's wilting them.
I think you got something there.
Oh, shame on both of you. Susie's a real nice girl. Why, she looks after that big family of kids just like a little mother. She's Bill's twin sister. 17, you know.
Just the same, I like to scuttle that canary. She's wobbled that song till she's got me singing it. After the ball is over.
Goodness.
You see what I mean? I think I'm going nuts.
Yeah. Well, I'm going right along with you. Marilli, go next door and tell that girl for goodness sake to stop.
But, Mayor, this is the biggest amateur contest that's ever been held in Springdale. The first prize is $100. I don't want to go and stop her practicing.
Oh, you want to see me go crazy?
Oh, all right, I'll go. Oh, good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, Mayor. Morning, Mr. Jones. What's for breakfast, Marilli? Oh, boy, hotcakes.
Good morning, Jerry. Well, go on, Marilli, please.
Right.
Hey, did you see what I saw? Marilli had a rose in her hair. She must have known you were coming over, Mr. Jones.
You're kind of wearing your heart on your sleeve these days, Clarence.
Yeah, the boys down at the billiard parlor say I've lost my old spark and personality. Instead of gassing with them, I'm writing sonnets behind the counter. I think I'm Smith, all right.
Listen. Isn't that silence heavenly?
I'll run along before she winds up again. So long.
See you later, Clarence.
Mayor, do you think a man can be in love with two women at the same time?
Why?
'Cause I think I am. I thought I was all set for Sharon, but now that I've seen Susie Robertson, I'm dropping anchor for a little thinking.
Susie Robertson? that scale-singing banshee next door?
She's awful pretty, and besides, she's right on the beam. She's a replete with a swing to it.
Is that good?
That's terrific.
But, Jerry, she sings.
Well, I figure she'll get over that.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes?
I am Charles Milton Plater Robertson of 307 Maple, and this is my daughter, Suzanne Charlotte Robinson.
Hello, Mayor. Oh, I know I'm meeting you with 3 strikes against me, but, oh, come on, give me a chance, will you?
Well, now,
Hi, Susie.
Hi, Jerry.
What's clicking, chicken?
You're not so funny, Sonny.
Budding poets.
I understand, Mr. Mayor, sir, that you object to my daughter's singing.
Mr. Robertson, I put up with your 5-year-old son violin sawing and your 12-year-old boy's drum banging and the noise that 17-year-old boy makes with his band. But enough's enough.
Well, can I help it if I have a talented family?
Talent. It's nothing more or less than organized noise.
Mr. Mayor, sir, I would like to remind you that you are living in America, where all men are equal and are guaranteed certain inalienable rights, among them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yes, I'm aware of those words, sir, and I'd like a little quiet in which to pursue some happiness.
You see, Pop, he hates that beat-up old piece, too.
Susie, I want you to stand right here and sing that song for the mayor.
Pop, that's one thing I won't do.
That's right. Don't you do it.
Suzanne, are you going to defy Papa? I want the mayor to hear your lovely song. He'd be glad to accompany you on the piano himself.
No. It's Sunday.
Mayor, would you rob her of her right to be heard? Can you call yourself an American and do that?
Oh, gee whiz, Pop. You sound just like something that's escaped from Constitution Hall.
I'm simply holding out for your rights as a citizen, Susie. You have a right to be heard. All right, Mayor, whenever you're ready, we are...
Splat.
After the ball is over, after the break of dawn, please see the mayor?
He's lying down on a couch in the library. He's had a bromo, and he has an ice pack on his head.
Oh, well, couldn't I go in if I went in very quietly? It's awfully important.
Well, all right, but if he's asleep, don't you bother him.
I won't. Thanks. Mayor, are you awake? It's me, Susie.
Oh, will you go back to that veil of torment next door and let me die in peace?
Oh, well, I just wanted to ask you if you wouldn't help me win this contest, Mayor. Please?
I'm no good at stuffing ballot boxes.
Oh, of course not. I just want you to help me talk Pop into letting me sing Mr. 5x5. I'm no ballad singer. I'm solid Jackson. My boots are laced.
Is that so? Well, just why are you so anxious to win this contest?
Well, to tell you the truth, we need the money. Of course, Bill just got a job over at Crescent City, but well, that isn't enough.
What does your father do?
He invents things.
Good things?
Well, he'll hit on something good someday, but that money really would come in handy right now. Will you help, Mr. Mayor?
I'll try. What is it you want to sing?
Oh, you know, something hip. Something that makes you want to cut loose and apple ante down a cranberry patch. Something that shows you really know what's cooking and can spoon out the chili like greased lightning. Do you dig me?
You mean you don't want any marshmallow temples? You want to drive them crazy till their chops are beat.
Say, you're a square cat. I didn't know you were so hip, Mayor.
Well, I haven't got a 17-year-old nephew for nothing.
Well, then will you come with me and talk to Pop?
Well, okay, Susie, if you think it'll do any good.
Am I breaking up anything important?
Oh, no, we were just leaving, Jerry.
Where are you taking the body, beautiful?
Out of reach, young and callow.
Say, Heartbeat, there's a high school hop next week, and I'm available for the evening. Shall I pick you up at 8:30?
Why, Jerry, that's really very nice of you, but, well, I couldn't go with you. That would be cradle snatching.
Cradle snatching? I'm as old as you are.
Oh, no, Jerry. You see, a girl is a woman at 17, but a man is a mere child.
Oh, You think you're very grown up and smart, don't you? Well, you'll find out.
Jerry.
Come on, Mayor. Aren't growing boys silly? Say, Jerry, why don't you give my little sister Terry a break? You know, she's been drawing your initials all over the sidewalk with hers.
I'll do my own picking, thank you.
Well, good hunting. Come on, Mayor.
Cool down, Jerry. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Ah, women.
She didn't give you much of a tumble, did she, son?
Oh, who cares about her?
I wonder how she'll come out in the contest. There's a lot of excitement over it, ain't there? You know, there was a little kid in the shop yesterday that could carry off this contest like nothing if he was entered.
Yeah?
He played the piano.
Who was he? What did he do? Do you know where he lives?
Sure. I'm going over to his old man's now. Come along if you want.
Now, see here, Robertson.
Mayor, I appreciate your feelings about Susie, but she's going to sing the song I have chosen for her.
Oh, no, Pop. Honest, I won't stand a chance.
I do think a girl ought to be allowed to sing what she wants to sing.
I paid for the lessons, Mayor, and she will sing what I have chosen. That's one of the most beautiful songs that's ever been written. I used to sing it myself, summers, to Susie's mother. After the ball.
Oh, stop it!
Oh, Pop. Honest, you're going to put me right in the sunbonnet and bustle class.
There's nothing so charming as a sweet old-fashioned girl singing a sweet old-fashioned song that her mother sang.
Susie! Daddy!
Yes, Timmy?
I've been going around trying to get people to vote for you, but nobody's going to vote if you sing that song. Everyone in the neighborhood hates it.
You see, Pop?
The only kids that are going to vote for you are the ones that Joe licked. That's 11 so far, but Joe's getting kind of tired.
Mayor? Oh, Mayor?
Yes, Marilla, what is it?
Come home right away. Jerry's got a virtuoso over here.
A what?
A virtuoso. He plays the piano and his name is Horace. He talks like one of those quiz kids. Come on home, come on home.
And studies for the piano, Mr. Mayor, sir.
Oh, are you indeed, my little man?
Of course, contests are something of a bore. I've already won 11 contests and 3 scholarships.
Holy smoke.
And what do you play? Chopin?
Oh, yes, sir, but I rather enjoy such composers in a tempo like this.
No.
Isn't that hot stuff? Oh, boy, it sure is.
It's sacrilege.
Quiet, please.
Excuse me.
Oh, gee, that's swell. It's really terrific. I mean it. And I think I'll go home now.
Don't go, Susie.
Well, I don't think I feel so very good. So long.
What's the matter, Susie? Can't you take a little competition?
Sure I can. But I know when to throw in the towel, too.
Susie Robertson, you stay right here.
Oh, no, I'm sorry I bothered you at all, Mayor. I'm out of my class.
Oh, splots.
Yeah. Oh, splots.
Blessings on thee, little bird. How I love thy cheerful word. And believe me, that is a cheerful sound. You know what it stands for.
Rinso White.
And Rinso White's enough to make any housewife happy.
Rinso White. We want to know about Rinso White. Is Rinso White as white as a dove?
It's even whiter.
You mean just as white as the clouds above?
You're getting warm. It's even brighter.
Is it white as a lily? White as chalk? White as snow?
Save your breath, gals. The answer is no, 'cause you've never seen such a dazzling sight as a wash that's Rinso White.
You see, the new Rinso gets out more dirt. And in addition to getting your clothes that glorious Rinso White, Rinso's soapy rich suds are lifesavers for clothes. And that's mighty important these days. Yes, with expanding chest, we say new Rinso's the best Rinso ever made. Try it, won't you? And now back to the mayor of the town, starring Lionel Barrymore, with Charlie Ruggles as Mr. Robertson, Jane Withers as his daughter Susie, and Lionel Stander as Clarence.
see here, Robertson. You must have more sense than I'm giving you credit for.
Well, I certainly hope so. You're spading too close to that lettuce, Mayor.
No? So I am. I'm holding you personally responsible for this lettuce, Robertson. It was doing all right until you and your family moved next door and started upsetting it.
We never touched your lettuce.
Stop breathing on it. You want to wilt it?
My, you're very touchy, Mayor, aren't you?
Hello, Pop. Hello, Mayor. What's cooking?
What's the matter with you?
Oh, I'm just low, I guess. The starch is all out of my bustle.
Where have you been, daughter?
Over listening to Horace Miller play the piano.
My, is he that bad?
He's that good. Oh, gosh, Pop, I haven't got a chance. Everyone's going to vote for Horace. I'm going to drop out of this contest.
Now, Susie, that's not the proper attitude. It's a fair competition, and the best man will win. If it should be Horace, well, we must learn to take our disappointments philosophically.
Oh, splots.
Susie, I don't like your language. Kindly go up to your room and remain there until I call you, please.
All right, Pop. But the mayor says it.
If you'd only let the girl sing something with some life to it.
I think I am the best judge of what my daughter should sing, Mr. Mayor.
The trouble with you is you're living in the past. Susie isn't a mother. She's a little girl who's 17 in 1943, and her generation has its own standards of entertainment.
The younger generation can always benefit by the wisdom of the older. You shouldn't let yourself get so upset over what a little girl is going to sing in an amateur contest.
I'm not upset, but you're a bully. That's what you are, sir, a stubborn, pig-headed bully.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah. Go to blazes. I'm going in.
Yeah, Mayor, you're walking on your radishes there.
Thunderation. I can't either.
I could get the boys down at the billiard parlor to vote for her if she sang something like Mr. 5x5. But they'd never go for that after-the-ball stuff.
Well, what's the matter with Horace winning?
You keep out of this.
Yeah, you're the snake in the wood file this time, Sonny.
Yes, you got Horace to enter the contest.
Well, gee whiz, it's too bad if Susie can't stand a little competition. Besides, she could win and sing that song if she used her head.
How?
Oh, she wouldn't want any help from the kindergarten, so she can figure that out for herself. Think I'll go to bed. Good night.
Good night, good night.
Good night. I hope you can sleep with your conscience.
I've got it.
Huh.
Of course. If Horace can do it, so can Susie. Really, go call her.
If Horace can do what? What are you talking about?
Never mind. Just go and get her. Susie's going to win that contest after all.
Mayor, how do I look?
Right on the beam. That blue dress is as pretty as a picture.
Oh, thanks. Is my hair all right?
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, for heaven's sake, sit down.
Oh, but I wish Bill would get here. Why doesn't he come?
He'll be here.
But I go on in a few minutes and... Oh, who'll accompany me if he doesn't get here? You could never do it, could you?
Oh, I should say not. Your twin brother's in the class by himself when it comes to piano playing, but he'll get here, all right. He was leaving Crescent City early.
Oh, do you think Pa will be mad when he hears me? Do you think they'll like me? Oh, golly, people don't throw tomatoes anymore, do they?
I'd just like to see anyone throw a tomato at you.
Oh, I won't be able to sing a note. I just know I won't.
You'll sing. You've got to win for Joe and Timmy and Terry. My, weren't they spruced up, though?
Oh, yes. They're sitting right in the front row. You know, they've staked their reputations of me all over town.
Pardon me, Mayor, but there's a phone call for you.
Me? What? Oh, all right. Want to come with me, Susie?
Sure.
The phone's right over by the door, Mayor.
Thank you. Hello? Yeah? Oh, yes, son. What? You don't mean it. For heaven's sake. Well, doesn't a bus or something go by there? All right, we'll manage somehow. Goodbye.
You'd better get downstage, Miss Robinson. You're on after this next act.
Oh, thanks. Come on, Mayor. Oh, what's wrong?
Susie, Bill's out of gas.
Oh.
And he's lost his A car.
Oh.
And he's stranded halfway between here and Crescent City.
Well, gee whiz, can't we go and get him?
Well, there isn't time.
Oh, well, I guess I might as well go home.
Nonsense. You're singing if I have to whistle an accompaniment. Oh, let's see. What would John J. Anthony do in a case like that?
Oh, Mayor, it's no use, really. Let's just tell the MC I'm not going on.
No, sir. I'm not having those kids disappointed. Your family expects you to sing, and you're singing.
Well, what will we do?
The act's almost half over, Miss Robertson.
Hey, what are you doing over here? What's wrong?
Bill's stranded, Jerry. Susie doesn't have an accompanist.
Oh. Well, would Horace do?
What'd he do? Would he do it?
Sure he would. Hey, Horace, come over here.
Miss Jerry, what can I do for you?
Susie's accompanist isn't here, Horace. Would you help her out?
Of course. Always delighted to help a lady in distress.
Why, I have the music just as Bill copied it. Can you read it?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, Horace, you're a brick.
You certainly are. A red-hot brick.
You just do anything you want, Susie, and I'll follow right along behind you.
All right.
Hey, come on, Susie, you're on.
Get out there. Make it count, Susie.
Oh, gee, I'll do my best, sir.
And now, Miss Susie Robertson, who is our next contestant, sings After the Ball is Over.
After the ball is over, after the break of dawn, after the dancers leaving, and after the stars are gone, oh, many the heart is aching. If you could count them all, oh, many the hopes that have vanished after the ball. Oh, after the ball is over and the orchestra's fired, after the break of morn and our feet are tired, after the dancers leaving, not a cab to be had, and after the stars are gone, oh, I'll be glad when this contest is over. Ho, 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 ho. And whether I win or lose, oh, I'm in a fix with these songs my daddy picks, and I've got those amateur contest blues.
That's the stuff, Susie. Hot crickets. That's showing them. Wow.
Oh, gosh, Mayor. Was I all right?
Were you all right? Boy, oh, boy, you slaughtered them.
Oh, really, Jerry? Oh, golly. Oh, Horace, thank you so much. You really were wonderful.
And now the ushers will pass among you, and you will vote on the slips provided for the winner.
Oh, Mayor, say all the prayers you know. Please, say all the prayers you know.
Two of the contestants tied for first place. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce that Miss Susie Robertson and Horace Miller will each receive a first prize of $100.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it?
Yeah. Too bad we don't have further to walk.
Say, Jerry, does that invitation still stand? I mean, to that hop next week?
You bet it does.
Well, I seem to find myself with some free time after all, and, well, if you'd still like me to come, I'd love it.
Oh, gee whiz. Hot dog.
Yeah, you see, Mayor, I was right. I always said that was a great song. I knew all the time Susie would win. It has such a nice lilt to it. You see, Mayor, you were wrong and I was right.
You were right. Why, we won that contest in spite of you, you old...
Tut, Mayor.
I knew she'd win, too. Said it all along. The first time I heard that kid sing, I said she'd win.
Well, I give it up. I give it up.
Oh, never mind, Mayor. We know, don't we? Pop was wrong and you were right.
Yeah, now, see here, you two.
Tut, Robertson.
You heard the girl.
Be sure to stay tuned in for an important announcement from the government to be given immediately following this program. I'd like to tell you about a talk I had with Jim Dane the other day. Jim runs an electrical appliance store on Green Street here in Springdale, and he sold plenty of washers in peacetime. Of course, you know there won't be any new washers for the duration. Anyway, Jim knows that new Soapy Rich Rinso is the only soap that's recommended by the makers of 33 leading washers. Well, he was on his way to Mrs. Guthrie's house for a regular check on her Crosley washer. He said he was sure it would be in fine condition because Mrs. Guthrie uses new Rinso on the Crosley folks' advice. She loves that Rinso white wash, and the short Rinso run is mighty easy on her precious Crosley. Jim thinks all you folks ought to be as careful as Mrs. Guthrie. Use Rinso regularly. Swell idea. Be sure to be with us again next week when Charlie Ruggles and Lionel Stander will be with us again, and the mayor's special guest, that charming comedian, Miss Billy Burke. Mr. Barrymore will currently be seen in the MGM picture Dr. Gillespie's Criminal Case, and Miss Jane Withers is now filming Goldwyn's North Star. Our script was written by Gene Holloway. This is Harlow Wilcox speaking for the makers of the new Rinso and bidding you all a very pleasant good night.
Hello, Joe. What do you know?
Lifebuoy's the soap that stops B.O.
Is it solid gate with the younger set?
The Gators love it. You can bet.
Then hand me the Lifebuoy and turn on the shower. I got a date in less than an hour.
After me, bud. I'm first to go. For Lifebuoy's the soap that stops B.O.
Here's that special message from your government. Does this story sound fantastic to you? Listen. Once upon a time, there was a mother who sent her little girl to the store. Here, darling, she said, here's a $50 bill. Bring home a loaf of bread. No, you'd better take $75. The price may have gone up. Yes, it does sound like a fairy story, but believe me, friends, it could be a reality. There's another name for wildly rising prices. It's called inflation. Inflation comes about when there's a lot of loose money floating around, and people are willing to pay higher prices to get the things they want. Our government tells us that right now we're on the road to inflation unless we do something. Friends, we can't allow inflation to lead us into a world of hunger and panic. Our government is asking everyone to help. They're urging farmers and retailers not to ask higher prices for what they sell. The government is asking workers not to ask for higher wages. And they're reminding all of us consumers that we must help control prices by refusing to pay higher than the ceiling price for anything. Remember, inflation is just another name for the high cost of living gone haywire. If we keep the high cost of living down, we'll have lots of extra dollars to put into war bonds, and that will help everybody. It will help your country to defeat its enemies, and it will help you to build a better, fuller life when the war is won. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.